Exercise on complete the following table in cost. So this is the table given. These are the units of output 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total cost is given at 2 points at 0 level and 4 units. TFC is given at 0 as 60. TVC is given as 48 on the third unit. On the second unit we have 45 as ATC, first unit 20, etc. So the table is for us to fill. Now how do we go about it? Let's just take the 0. At 0 what happens is 60 is given as total cost, and we know total cost is equal to TFC plus TVC. So TFC will, whatever the level of output, let's learn the definition, let's recall the definition. At 0 level of output, total fixed cost remains the same, or at whatever level, 2, 3, 4, 5. So TFC will be the same at all levels of output. So we must see TC is equal to TFC plus TVC. So if TC is 60, then TFC would be 60 plus TVC will be 0. So we write 60 here. And since total fixed cost is the same, these are costs that remain unchanged no matter what the output is. So we will put down 60 as regards 1, when the output is 1, 2, regardless. Whatever the level of output, it will be 60. So let's just fill it up like that. And you know, when we don't have the time, the next one that you must fill up is average fixed cost. That is total fixed cost divided by output. You must fill up this column. But anyways, we'll go according to this row wise. Alright. So let's just do this. Now at 1 unit of output given, what is given? 20. 20 is given. We know that total cost is equal to total cost at the 0 level plus change in total cost. The total cost, which is shown by marginal cost. So what will be? 60 plus 20 minus 0. That's a change. Okay. So what do you get? That is equal to 80. So total cost is 80. Now let's go to total variable cost. So how do you get total variable cost? It is total cost 80 minus total fixed cost. So what do you get? I've written it for you. TVC is equal to TC minus TFC is equal to 20. So let's put it down as 20. Now let's just work on ATC, average total cost or average cost. So how do you work it out? Total cost divided by the units of output, that is 80 divided by 1. So you can see that 80 divided by 1, it is 80. So what will be AFC? Average fixed cost? Average fixed cost will be 60. Total, that is total fixed cost divided by quantity of units, that is quantity of output. So TFC divided by the output will be 60 divided by 1 is 60. And what will be the average variable cost? Average variable cost will be 20 TVC, total variable cost divided by output, that is 20 divided by 1 will be 20. Is that right? So I hope that you understand what I am doing. Okay. In the second unit, what is given? Given is, second unit is 45. ATC, average total cost, is given as 45. And now we are going to work it out. So what is TC? TC is equal to ATC into output. So let's just find out the total cost. So what did we do? ATC is given as 45, which is given, into how many level of output is second unit of output. So how much does it get? 90. So here I'm going to put it as 90. Alright. Now let's just come to total variable costs. I'm sure you will work it out. Like total cost is given. Total cost is 90 minus total fixed cost, which is 60, which we already know. So total variable cost will be equal to 90 minus 60 is equal to 30. So that is the total variable cost. So we can put it down as, even here, 90 minus 60 is equal to 30. Now let's take the average fixed cost. That is total fixed cost, which is 60 divided by how many units? 2 units which are given. So 60 divided by 2 is 30. So here we go at the second unit. So what is it? It is 60 divided by 2 is 30. Okay. And now we will come to average variable cost. So here we go. Let me just show you. Average variable cost is how much? TVC divided by 2. So what is total variable cost? 30 divided by 2 is how much? 15. So let me put this as 15. And what is MC? TCN of the last unit minus TCN of the previous unit. So 90 minus 80. So 90 minus 80, MC would be, how much will MC will be? 10. Let's work it out at 3 units of output. What is given? Given is total variable cost is 48. So let's just find out the TC. Total cost is total fixed cost plus total variable cost, which is given as 48. So 60 plus 48 is 108. So I'm going to write down as 108. And then we'll work out the average total cost. So total cost, average total cost is total cost divided by output. That is 108 divided by 3 is equal to 36. So I'm going to write here 36. Now see how the table is being filled up. It's very simple, children. If you just have to know your concept and nothing else. So let's just take out average fixed cost. It is total fixed cost divided by the number of output, units of output. So what is it? So 60 divided by 3 is equal to 20. So we are doing the third unit, just remember. Let's find out the average variable cost. So what is average variable cost? It will be total variable cost given. It is 48 divided by 3 units. So what is it? Average variable cost stands at 16. Alright, so it's 16. And then we have MC. MC is TCN. That is total cost of this particular, the last unit, that is the third unit, minus total cost of the previous unit, the second one. So TCN, nth unit minus the previous unit. 108 minus 90 is equal to 18. Alright, so now we come to the fourth unit. At 4 units of output, what is given? In red, all what is given in red is the one which they have given in the whole table. So it is 128. So total cost is given as 128. So you can find out total variable cost. How will you do that? TC, total cost, minus TFC, minus 60. How much do you get? 68. So write 68. Okay. So here you get 68. Then let's come to average total cost. So how will you take out the average total cost? It is total cost, that is 128, divided by the units of output. 4 units of output. So 128 divided by 4 is how much? 32. So 128 divided by 4 is equal to 32. Then we have average fixed cost. Again, average fixed cost is given as 60 divided by 4, TFC. Total fixed cost divided by output, that is equal to 15. Average variable cost is again TVC. TVC was how much? 68 divided by 4 divided by output is equal to 17. And what is MC? TCN, that is of this particular unit, that is of the fourth unit, total cost will be 128 minus the total cost of the previous, the third unit, that is 4. So divided by, the third unit, that is 108. So 128 minus 108 is equal to 20. So here we write 20. And then we come to the fifth. It's actually, I'm just repeating myself, and this is how it goes. I hope you've understood. But again, what is given here? Given here is 22. So again, 22, what do we get? So let's just work out the total variable cost. So what did we do? TVC is equal to AVC into Q. So 22 into what is what is the level of output here? It is, I've written 2. See, I made a mistake. It's 5. Okay. It's a fifth unit. So 5 units. Please write it down there. So it is 110. I'd worked it out properly, but I had written the total, the level of output as, you've got to write it as 5. So 110. That is, TVC is 110. TVC. See, I was putting it in total cost. Be very careful. Now let's just find out the total cost. It is TVC plus TFC. So TVC and TFC, how much will you get? 170. 110 plus 60 is 170. Okay. And then you have ATC, average cost. That is total cost divided by the quantity. Total cost divided by the quantity, that is 170 divided by 5 is 34. And then you have average fixed cost. Average fixed cost will be how much? Total fixed cost, that is 60, divided by the output, level of output, that is 5, that is 12. So we get 12 here. And then 22 is already given. And MC is total cost of the last unit, that means the fifth unit is 170 minus total cost of the previous unit, that is 128. So what you get is 42. Is that right? So it's very simple to fill it up if you just follow, if your concepts are clear. इसको कॉपी करेंगे आप टेबल को, बगैर शुरू का टेबल जिसमें सिर्फ रेड से जो फिगर्स लिखे हुए हैं, और फिर आप बगैर देखे अब इसको फिल अप करोगे. ऑलराइट.